Hello, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, let's get right into your reading. Let's do it. We're getting closer and closer to this full moon. This reading is for the 10th through the 18th of January. All right, let's do it. Let's start out with an intention card. We have a full moon in Cancer. Cancer is a water sign. Water connects us with creativity, right? Creativity. What do you want to create? Because Cancer is ruled by the moon, you'll feel super, it'll feel like a double burst of creativity, double burst of creative energy, right? So ideally, since it's this wolf moon, right? You want to create something that is going to enlighten yourself and other people. Something positive, in other words, right? So let's say, since you all like to travel, maybe you create some kind of something around travel that's going to help make the process of traveling a lot smoother for the masses, right? It may make you a lot of money in the process, right? What you're trying to stay away from are energies who have kept you, let's say if you like to travel, since you are a Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter, planet of good luck, good fortune, horizon, all those kind of things. Let's say, for instance, on your travels, you found something that maybe kept travelers in the dark, like hidden costs or something, and you found a way that's going to bring people into the light. You see these Instagram posts where people are like, oh, did you know about these hidden costs that the travelers, they can save more money in their travel? If you can discover something like that, that's going to actually, you can monetize. Perfect. That'll be something that's perfect that you can focus on. So let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. All right, let's do it. All right, what's your word? I am surrounded by people who encourage me. There it is. Wake up, set an intention, set the tone for your day. Get away from drama, low vibrating energy. Get away from the drama. Get away from the drama. This full moon in particular, I'm telling you, is when a lot of people that's gonna find that they're gonna have a, like I said, burst of creative energy as we're getting closer and closer to this full moon on the 13th. And they're going to have some people that are still connected to energies that still are stuck in karmic cycles. So let's see. Better start creating boundaries now. You better start creating boundaries now. You better start enforcing them. 21, 2 and 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 and 1 equals 3. 3 looks like lips when you turn them to the side. So somebody better learn from the past. Learn from the past that those are karmic cycles when you are connected to energies who are not making the full use of operating in purpose. Not taking advantage of operating in purpose. Being around those types of energies. So yeah, not enforcing boundaries. Yeah. People who don't know how to move on from past disappointments. So source is saying you're moving on from past disappointments. You're healing. Other people who can't move on, they don't know how to enforce boundaries. Yeah. So it's two energies. It looks like there are two energies who feel like are trying to disrupt. Who are talking about? Actually, this looks like three. Looks like they're overstepping somebody's boundaries, overstepping your boundaries, or somebody's boundaries. That's like something you have in common with somebody. Like somebody's overstepping somebody's boundaries. And they're trying to do it legally, trying to overstep somebody's boundaries. And it's just disappointing. Two energies. And I know that because 2 plus 1 is 3. And then we got 3 here. So And what card is this? This is the 11th card. Yeah. They're trying to get off the fence. They've gotten off the fence and taken some kind of action. And they've enlightened you, or you've been enlightened or something, to overstep a boundary. That's what I'm saying. And that's creating room. Some people use that creative energy to create a disruption of peace. Some people use, to create peace and harmony. But somebody is dealing with or witnessing vain and vengeful energies who, like I said, disrupt peace and harmony. So let's see. Either they're disrupting your peace and harmony or somebody else's. So let's see. Somebody who is thriving. Someone who is thriving. Somebody who is not behind closed doors, depressed with swords in their back. Yeah. Somebody who has gotten up, taken the swords out of their back. Somebody who is actually thriving, who has already moved on from past disappointments. So let's see how this turns out. Yeah, somebody who's thriving. Somebody who knows their worth and knows their value. So it looks like this is you. Looks like this is you. It looks like you are. It looks like justice is in your favor. It looks like you're disappointed. Okay, remember, time is relative. It looks like you have moved on from disappointment, and this is what you have in common with somebody. It's like you moved on from disappointment. It looks like you're thriving behind closed doors. It looks like you know your worth, you know your value, but you have this in common with someone. You've dealt with two vain and vengeful spirits where you've had to enforce a boundary. You've literally had to tell people to mind their business, really. Like, you're really disappointed in how people are talking about you and how you're thriving. Family members, like you've had to say this to some people. Like, you're really disappointed in how people are talking about you behind closed, like what you're doing behind closed doors. Like, you've had, this is what you say. So this is where you are. I am surrounded by people who encourage me. Yeah. That's why words are very important, because that's the energy you're putting out to the universe, and it's coming back to you. This is what you have in common with somebody. Oh, wow. Yeah. You're sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts. This is what you have in common with somebody. Yeah. So something is happening pretty fast, but somebody is flying. Something is happening, because the Eight of Wands is like something is like a quick progression of something, and it also means somebody is flying too. Like, somebody is flying. Somebody could either be flying to somebody, or flying away, or flying, literally flying, airplane flying, something like that. But yeah. Because Wands energy is fire energy. Yeah, some people use their air to create pain, right? Some people use their air to create space for healing, right? Some people use their space to create healing. They need their space to heal, right? Heal from family. They find their worth and their value away from people. Some people need to take an airplane. Like, they need that amount of space from people. Like, you need to get on a plane to get to people. You can't just drive down the street. You can't say you were in a neighborhood. You know how some family members are like, oh, I was in a neighborhood. Some people need to catch a plane, or they hours away, right? So yeah. Somebody's dealing with a Taurus. Somebody's dealing with a Taurus. Vain and vengeful. I don't know, because this is Taurus's card. Or dealing with some kind of an organization and some kind of legal something. Libra or something. Some kind of legal something. Where some energies are just like, it's just disappointing, to see something happening here. Where people are gossiping and talking about legal stuff, and people's families, and flying somewhere, and just all of this. Yeah. somebody's drinking. Only reason I know what this is, I don't drink, by the way, but because somebody on the told me about this. Somebody said this is a martini or something. Said with olives or something in it. But anyway, some kind of a message about somebody drinking, I guess, and some kind of legal something. Two energies. I think it's two energy. I think it's okay. Well, we got two scales here, so I think it's two energies. But somebody is drinking. I mean, here's a page. Some kind of page energy is messenger energies, but somebody is flying somewhere to deliver a message about somebody, family or somebody. Somebody's delivering a message about somebody. So, to someone who is thriving, which is going to be really disappointing to somebody who is thriving, and they're trying to vibrate high. I tell you, looking at this right here, and this is a younger person here. This is a younger person here, who looking at this right here had to, okay, the dark side of 8, just so we're crystal clear, is light, and we're talking about duality here. So I'm reading the cards upright and in reverse. The dark side of 8 is you had one energy who succumbed to passive and powerless behavior. The other energy is egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. So in other words, you had a bully and somebody who was being bullied, right? And then on the light side of 8, you have somebody who is laser focused on purpose, right? So that's what's being brought into the light, who is a light wolf, and that's what people are being enlightened about. Somebody who is all about teaching and about either politics or religion. Someone who is about being on the throne and helping people to adjust their crown, being at a high frequency and thriving, and so on and so forth. Then you had these two other energies who, one has been bullied, and the other one who is the bully, right? It's like something took a left turn real fast, because Wands energy, the 8 of Wands, is like a quick progression of something. So something went downhill real fast. Like somebody would start drinking immediately. There's something happened real fast. If that's the case, you got to take only what resonates. Like something happened really fast. So some kind of a message is coming to somebody. Like something happened real fast about family, somebody who knows their worth and know their value. Yeah. And people are just praying for strength, praying for strength. So if it's you, because it looks like you have something in common with somebody, but if it's you, imagine you behind closed doors and, you already moved on from past disappointment, because that's what the three of swords is. Like a person who is just like, you've already moved on from past disappointment. You're up and at 'em. You're vibrating high. You got your ancestors around you. You're getting up and you're thriving, getting fresh air. You're sitting on your throne. You're carefully vetting your thoughts, speaking highly of people, praying. All of these, your worth and your value. Your things are happening quickly for you, right? You got good news coming in, because that's the other side of Page of Cups. Good news coming in. And then you get news from wherever you left from, that somebody younger in your family, things just started to deteriorate. But you now know who's behind. You know who's behind it. A karmic relationship is behind it. Because somebody's now in survival mode. Ace of Coins is like some kind of physical. It's not always money, but it's something of value coming to you. It could be like a picture or like physical evidence of something. Somebody showing you something, or just like something of value to you. It could be them, with a physical energy coming. But something was done. Something was said behind your back. Remember, things being said behind your back is not always negative, right? 7 of Swords. Some of the energies behind your back were trying to initially were talking negatively behind your back, but not everybody was talking negatively behind your back. There were some questions, like people were like, well, what happened? What, people have questions. But then after a while, people started to realize, okay, now everything can't be blamed on Sagittarius. It's like whoever you have this in common with, people started to realize, okay, there's no way. Something else is going on here. Right? Because you were blindsided by two situations. Something you were blindsided. Because why did you all of a sudden stop talking to somebody? Something happened. Yeah. So because you're building. This person right here. Your hands are full. You're building. You're trying to build. And how are you gonna be responsible for something when you're building? Right? How are you responsible for something and you're trying to build and somebody's having, experiencing some drinking? So there's something deeper going on here. Somebody's been, anytime you have 9 swords, that's not the first sword. That's 9 swords that could have been built up over years. When did the first sword hit? Something happened. Sword energy is not light energy. Sword breaks the skin. So here we have 9 of Wands. But something has been a long and arduous journey that has not produced a lot of results here. So something happened. Something happened to somebody's son. Something happened. It's a death card. For something to just take a toll, like to some long and arduous journey happen for somebody to now be on a rebirth side. For something to end, like for somebody to stop talking to somebody. Because somebody, whenever you see, like when you think about somebody being in survival mode, what are you surviving? Something went left real fast. What in the world is somebody surviving? All right, let me see what else is going on here. So, with all of this air here, lets me know that somebody has, what you have in common with somebody is you have a really, really big heart, really smart, but you had a lot of major things that's going on here in the major arcana here. 2 energies for sure, actually 3 energies for sure. Let me see. 2, 3 energies, several energies for sure. Looks like, let me see if I can get some more cards here. It just looks like, when I look at these cards here, it really just looks like there are certain energies, looking at these cards here, that certain energies really just cannot survive without drama, chaos, and confusion. That's what it just looks like. Whenever you see, to start out with the 3 of Swords, that's like deep heartbreak and disappointment. Like people are talking about some kind of deep heartbreak and disappointment. What in the world? And this death card lets me know that there's an obsession that's going on here. of these vain and vengeful, green with envy spirits here. And so there's an energy here. There's an energy here that's been making something all about them. This is an organization that's been making it all about them. That has been obsessed with somebody. They have literally been obsessed. And somebody has been looking for them, somebody to save them the whole time. This young person has been looking for somebody to save them the whole time. And the only thing they feel like they can save whoever this energy is just through drinking. And just been in just a poisonous environment. So something was being done behind people's backs. Something was being done behind somebody's back without them even knowing what was going on. That's why somebody feels so blindsided. And people were talking about somebody. That's why. Okay, so seven of swords here. So yeah, it's true that not everything that's being said about people behind your back is negative. But the Two of Swords with this person has on blindfolds. Something is a nightmare for somebody. A complete nightmare. So, yeah, so this is the Ace of Swords in reverse. So something is finally putting a sword in something. Something is coming to an end. Yeah. Something is finally coming to an end. Yeah, so the King of Swords is really just like something is finally coming to an end because there's a there's bringing somebody to like a level of emotional maturity with this, because somebody has been dealing with a master a master manipulator. Somebody is finally coming home. Something is going to feel like home for somebody. Something is going to feel like home for somebody because somebody's been dealing with a master manipulator. Something was done behind somebody's back, and nobody was telling somebody something. Let me see what else we got going on here. So, two people. So it's like two people weren't talking to each other, and everybody was okay. Yeah, so two people weren't talking to each other, which was it was like you and somebody weren't talking to each other about something. And you and a loved one weren't talking to each other about something. 4 and 7 is 11. But so Source is saying, maybe it's time to kind of get off the fence and initiate a conversation. Like, you'll be able to defend your decision and move on from something without coming across as defensive. Like, really just kind of get off the fence. about something, right? So you can get some rest. You can finally get some rest because something needs to be said, spoke up, something about something. Yeah. Somebody is in survival mode. Yeah, I don't know. Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, so yeah, like it's like so Nine of Pentacles is like people on people are not talking about something. On one hand, people are talking about somebody behind their back. Like people are not talking to each other, but people are spending time talking about how people are making their money, but they're not talking to each other. It's just weird. I don't know what this is, but anyway. But when I look at all this fire here, fire and air, I'm about to put up a series of videos on my knowledge channel about familiar spirits and how dangerous they are when people have that spirit of being familiar with people, when people are spending more time talking around subjects versus to people. They're familiar with this and familiar with that and familiar. Oh, I know this person. We were friends. We used to date. I know their family. All, but not talking to people about stuff. Boy, I tell you. Your path. Dear Lord, help me to trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. So yeah. But there is a this King of Wands here. There's an overseer. There's somebody on the other side. There's an ancestor on the other side that's overseeing all of this. So it's overseeing everything. So whatever. I hope that I really hope that there's a younger person, that did not, things didn't spiral out of control for somebody. I really hope that's not the case. Because we got, the Page of Cups energies is going to be a message, hopefully that, because I'm reading the cards upright in reverse. Hopefully there's some good news. Because on the good side of this and the light side of this, there's some good news coming through. Maybe somebody, a loved one passed the baton. Like basically saying you inherited some more gifts, some more spiritual gifts. And you made it to the King of Cups. Like you made it to that level of emotional maturity. So that's a good side of it. That's a good, you made it to the rebirth side, to a person who has inherited more spiritual gifts. You've made it to that level of emotional maturity, right? So you nourish your temple. You can get off the fence and you've made it to that level. So you're not grieving or mourning something. You're surrounded by people who encourage you to really nourish your temple. So you're not looking at, if you have a difference of spiritual beliefs, you're not looking at it as like, oh, that's demonic, and I don't believe in this, and I don't believe in that, and I can't discuss this, and I can't talk about. You're looking at it as like, okay, even if somebody's path is different, then I need to discuss something, I can still discuss something. So, but yeah, something has already happened. Like I said, there's somebody who's obsessed with, with doing something here. An organization that was just obsessed with doing something. surrender to the divine. And the divine obviously would be source. So surrender to the divine. But with all of this air here and all of this fire here, there was definitely a power struggle, air and fire. Like basically, like somebody was basically like, because fire energy connects us with the solar plexus, where somebody was judging how somebody loved. Somebody was judging how someone loves, you know, and you know, who are we to judge, right? This connects us with the judgment card. So there's a Scorpio involved in something, there's a Leo involved in something, Taurus, you know, an organization involved in something. People were judging people's traditions and people's purpose, and you know how strong people are, and all of this. So responsibility, close to the heart. Well, something that, you know, source is something responsible. 2 and 4 is 6. So somebody, I guess source is saying you're responsible for doing something that's close to your heart, taking some kind of action. That's yellow. Yellow is connects us with the solar plexus chakra, which is taking some kind of action, like putting some kind of fire or inspiring or motivating you to take some kind of responsibility to do something. So thank the past for your lesson and leave it where it belongs, so that you can make the best of the life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. So something has ended. Something has ended. Ended. Alrighty. Looks like 3 things have ended. 999. Something has ended. Alright. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else here. I don't think there's anything else here with the cards, but let's see if there's anything else. There's anything else Spirit wants to share in the cards here. Yeah, something about a house and money. Something about a contract. Something was written. Something about a dark something. Something about legacy. Alright. Anyway. That is what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully this is helpful. And again, keep your vibrations high. You're surrounded by people who encourage you. Again, keep your vibrations high. Alright? Bye.